All right, we're live, people, on top of Springer. It is 10 p.m., February 15th, 30 degrees up here, wonderful night. We'll show you the plaque, the official starting point. I don't know if you can really see it that well, but we'll keep this video nice and quick because it's dark and it's probably not good, but we'll head over to the sign-in. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Here's my dad with me.
Howdy.
And here's the plaque right here. We already signed in, but I got it. February 15th. It's 10 p.m. and 30 degrees on top Springer with Dad for 3 days, then solo. Long walk ahead, can't wait. Gator, Miller, and Dad. Alright. Well, we're going to keep hiking. It was a real easy hike up here. Easier than we thought it was going to be. But we're going to keep hiking to the shelter and see what we can't find. And I'll be back tomorrow. See you later, bye. We're live, baby. Alright guys, this right here is where my dad and I pitched our tent, our tarp, for the night. This is what we missed, just barely. All these trees. If you walk up here just a little bit, the trail is just covered with downed trees and everything. We just missed some trees falling right on us, but it's right off the trail. Fortunately though, you gotta play it smart, and if it's dangerous out, you can't be crazy. You gotta get off the trail. That's exactly what we did, and it would have been a survival situation if we didn't. We ended up finding some guys that were up here exploring their four-wheel drive trucks because they never get this in Georgia. So fortunately we flagged them down and they brought us back down to Talladega. There's pretty wild stuff up here right now. But they brought us down to Talladega and we stayed the night at Quality Inn. Real nice place, nice people. But I had a 0 day there just because it was supposed to be wicked bad up here, and you can tell it is. This is Cooper Gap. And everything is iced over right now. We're going to start hiking, but I'll tell you what the last couple days have been like. There's some water we found when we got to Cooper Gap. Someone left us some trail magic because there's a dry spot through here. But, alright, so our first day on top of, or even before that, our flights got delayed like crazy because coming from New Hampshire, there's a wicked storm coming in. And our flight, we found out, was the last flight to get out of Manchester, New Hampshire. And we were lucky, but it was kind of dangerous as well. When we were flying in to Maryland, I don't even know if I should be on this trail right now, to tell you the truth, without micro spikes. But we'll see how it is for a little bit. There's a ranger station real close I can go down to if need be. But we flew into Maryland, and there was a blizzard there, and it was a real hard landing. And even when we were parked, getting off the plane, the winds were so strong that it was shaking the plane back and forth. So I don't know how that guy landed the plane, but thank you if you're watching this. Yeah, so we slept in the airport there, and the next day our flight got canceled. And long story short, we made it to Atlanta a little later. But then my buddy picked us up, Brad. He brought us to Springer at nighttime, and we hiked up Springer Mountain at 10 o'clock at night. And we got there at 10, and then you know, it was real cool. We could see Atlanta. It was a clear night. All the lights were out. It was real cool. Hiked to a shelter, stayed there, and next morning we started hiking. And this is where it got wild. So I don't even know if I should be on this trail right now. Probably shouldn't. But the temperatures are all right. So yeah. The next day we started hiking out, and we passed one shelter, had lunch there, and that's when the weather started to turn for the worst. We pitched our tent at Cooper Gap, and because it was starting to rain ice real hard, my dad made a fire, warmed us up a bit, and we were going to stay there, and we would have been safe. I know we would have through the night, but we played it smart because the guys are up there, like I was telling you about, and they brought us down. And in town, the entire town was actually shut down without power. We didn't have heat in our hotel. We didn't have hot water. So it definitely wasn't a luxury stay at Holiday Inn or Quality Inn, whatever it was. But we made the best of it. And this is day after the storm. On the way up here, there are trees down everywhere. I actually had to hike up the dirt road part way because our ride in, which is the pizza delivery guy we snagged yesterday, yeah, his car wouldn't make it up here. So I had to hike up the dirt road a ways right near the ranger station and get on the trail. But I'm not even describing this as it was. It was way worse than what I was describing it. And I'm hoping everyone was alright that was on the trail. I know there were some young bucks that passed my dad and I, and they were going real fast, and the trails were all ice. So I hope they made it alright, but they probably did. If they made it to the shelter, they're good to go. We just didn't have the energy in us. My dad's knee was hurting, so we decided to play it safe. But I hope everyone's alright on the trail. As for now, I'm going to see what's going on here. Maybe turn around, maybe not. But yeah, we'll talk to you later. It's been a wild ride so far the first couple days. Peace. Alright guys, so I think now is the perfect time to mention one of my goals for this trip, alright? Every day I'm hiking along the AT, one of my goals is to perform an active trail maintenance. Because my belief is, if every through hiker, every weekend hiker performed active trail maintenance each day, just one, it doesn't matter how big, move a rock that rolls into the trail, or move a stick, a small stick like this, out of the trail. It'd be a lot easier for our trail crews when we get huge storms like this in Georgia. Look at this. That's the trail right there. It'd be a lot easier for our trail crews in Georgia to come and deal with the major parts of the trail like this, instead of those fallen single branches and stuff. So each day, I'm going to try and do active trail maintenance. One other thing I wanted to mention real quick is, you know, people say, oh, you don't need a rain jacket, you don't need rain pants. Hiking the AT, just deal with the rain. Well, I think it's a necessity, even when it comes to summer months, with skiing down this trail right now. Because if you were to get caught in this right now, and I know it's early February or mid-February, but if you were to get caught in this, it would not be good. You'd probably be done. You'd probably freeze to death if you didn't have rain gear. So that's why I have it. I think it's a necessity. Anyone that tells you that, you know, you don't really need it, you know, if it's an act of survival, if you get into a storm like this, and if you have to go through the night, which I didn't, but if you have to, you're gonna want that rain gear because it'll save your life. But as for now, we're gonna keep hiking and being careful. It's real dangerous out here, but I love it, baby. We're all This is why we do it, baby. You gotta love it. One mountain, baby. February 17th. What's up, guys? So yesterday night, or last night, I stayed at Mountain Crossings because it was supposed to be another cold one. Met a lot of cool folks there, a lot of cool through hikers. And yeah, it was a good night. Last time I talked to you, I was making a video up on Blood Mountain, and I was just in the middle of saying I was about to fall, and guess what? I took a gnarly fall and my camo went flying. And it broke for a little while. I thought it, you know, shit the bed, but it woke back up when I got back down in Mountain Crossings and having a couple technical difficulties with it, but it's doing the trick right now. So let's see if that, I'll see if that video actually was good when I, you know, have my first 0 day somewhere and it works. But anyways, the trail is basically the same as when we got this storm. There's sticks down everywhere, snow, ice. It's about 11 o'clock right now, and everything's trying to melt, I think, just barely. So I think today and tomorrow, a lot of this will be melted. But before I forget, I want to give a quick shout out to 3 college kids that did a day hike with me. And they convinced me to stay the night down in town because it was supposed to get to like -10 in the mountains, which is ridiculous for Georgia, but it was real windy. And when we were at the peak of that mountain, which was Preacher's Lookout or something like that, there's a huge front coming in. You could see the clouds and it started to snow on us, and by the time we got to the bottom it was snowing hard. But they convinced me and they were great. They took me out to dinner. I had a fabulous burger that, I don't know if it's just because I'm on the trail. I don't think it is because I've only been on the trail a couple days, but best burger ever. I don't know if I should mention their names or not because I don't know if they'd like me to, but anyways, they were awesome. And one of them, long story short, he's like a genius, and he invented that little radio thing that I showed you in my gear video. He invented it. He's 20 years old. He already graduated college once and he's going again. And then he's like, dude, I got this better thing for you. It's a prototype. It's not even on the market yet, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to you. I was like, what? And I didn't believe him for a while, but his roommates are just like in the corner like, yeah, like it's true. He's a genius. So he gave me this cool little solar panel. Supposedly it's the best solar panel you can get right now, or you can't even get it because it's a prototype, but that was real cool of him. And yeah, real nice people. Thank you guys, and you set me off on a good day. So the weather's real nice right now. I don't know where I'm going to end up tonight, but they're calling for more cold temperatures. And, oh, someone lost their yak track. I'll pick it up and see if I can't find them. Or you know what? I passed 2 day hikers earlier today. It was probably them. So I'll hang it up on a tree. They might be coming back this way. I'm just gonna set it on this rock. But yeah, good day today. Everything's going good. My gear's holding up. My legs are doing great. No complaints yet. But hopefully it warms up pretty soon here, because I'd like to be hiking not in snow, because I didn't know I was still in New Hampshire. But yeah, we'll talk to you in a little bit. See you later. Bye. Alright guys, I've come across something very strange out here in the bush. I don't know what it is. I think I'll call it the Trail Vikings. They've got horns on their head, and we're coming up on them from behind. I'll give you a look. We're coming up on them real good, real steady. Yes, sir! There they are, folks, the Trail Vikings themselves. We came up on them real steady. Have a look at them.
I didn't know you were an asshole.
That's enough for now, folks. We'll see you later. Alright, folks. We're at the North Carolina-Georgia border, and we're going to get a little gist of how Georgia was from a special person named Gringo. How was it?
Well, man, Georgia's no longer on my mind, I don't think. We're on to North Carolina, but it's been cold, it's been icy, it's been rocky, and it's finally starting to warm up, but now it's wet. So, on to North Carolina, and hopefully better weather.
A lot of ice, a lot of snow.
Hell yeah, there has been.
Alright, folks, that's it for now. We'll see you in a little bit. Alright, guys, so just before I forget, we just crossed into the North Carolina border, and I just want to mention that we had record lows for temperatures up in the mountains here of Georgia. It was a wild ass ride. And I picked up, someone left like a sleeping bag liner or something. The Appalachian Trail is that way, by the way. So I guess we're going the wrong way. But I picked up like a liner someone left there. My 30 degree was not doing the job. So
Yeah, but that record low was 7 degrees one night.
yeah.
So you took it well beyond 30 degrees.
Yeah. But no, I wouldn't have wanted to started the trail any other way. Like, it was a wild ride. Not a lot of people get to experience Georgia, you know, with snow and ice every single day. So it was beautiful and I embraced it. It was a good time, but we'll see you. What is this sign first? Is this another border thing? Bly Gap. Alright.